All right, everybody. Welcome to the Arty 84 show. This is the 28th edition. And what you are watching now is also the Daily Quickie, episode 51. We're going to be killing two birds with one stone for a few weeks here.
That's not so quick.
Well, it's going to be you can watch the Arty 84 show in full length and on the podcast, and you'll get the highlights on the Daily Quickie. So it's a teaser.
Okay.
So you can go to the Arty84show.com, or you can go to the link I have on there for the YouTube for the Daily Quickie. Please subscribe to both because we can't do this without you, of course. And we need subscribers so we can get our numbers up and all that good stuff. Like us on iTunes, subscribe to us on iTunes, subscribe to us on YouTube, and all of the above. I hope you like the new setup over here. We got the mallet to the left of me right now.
Hey.
Double back is in the bleachers, but he's mic'd so you can hear him better than you usually can. I got the little desk over here in the headquarters.
Entertainment television.
And, we got some good stuff going on over here. So, of course, we have our biggest fan of them all who just logged in, Alex Wallace. Thank you, Mr. Wallace, for popping in. He loves the show.
You really don't know.
I have no idea who this kid is.
Calling bullshit.
Adam Wallace, I believe you're from Revere, if I'm correct, and you are cordially invited over to an episode of the ID84 show soon. We're going to invite him over to our studio here at the Packy headquarters at 84 Entertainment.
I have to get approval.
Was that?
With my wife's approval.
As soon as my wife says it's okay, you're allowed over to do whatever you want.
No, don't leave it open. Don't leave it
Especially when we have naked cooking sessions.
Yes.
So, which is the name of your fantasy team.
Yes, it is.
So maybe we can start that right now. Let's talk about how
Naked
bad
chefs.
our fantasy teams did this week. I see you lost.
Let's David Johnson. Yeah, let's David Johnson.
Lost to the wife.
I didn't do that.
You murdered Fatty Matty. Hashtag save Fatty Matty because he was terrible this week on fantasy football.
I would have beat everyone.
How much did you beat Matty by? Off the top of your head.
I
know you said
like 85, 90 points.
Yeah.
No team was within 42 points of me.
Okay.
Or maybe 35.
I lost to Mrs. Podolsky. Not by much. It was close. If I started Alex Smith,
points is not close.
I didn't start Alex Smith. If I started Alex Smith,
I know.
would have been all set.
I started Sam Bradford. He put up really good numbers.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You still lost that.
Because the Saints. I know. I'm just talking player by player.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, Mr. Cool Kid over there.
Well, the good thing about the Saints not doing good is
they
that
have no secondary.
no. And I think Malcolm Butler would have been really good on that team, huh?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
They could have used someone like that. Unfortunately, or fortunately for us, since the Patriots did lose and the Saints did lose week one, and a lost embarrassment on both pots, the tickets for next week's game that we're going to, it's dropped significantly.
Yes.
So, which is a good thing.
I know. I think it's definitely benefit us.
Now, how do you feel, since we're all going down, double back myself, the mallet, the wife, the power hour, and Fatty Matty are all going down to New Orleans as a sixum. We're all staying in the same apartment for 3 days, give or take. One of some of us leaving
We're
up.
sharing beds with
We're all sharing beds. We got an air mattress, a bed, a couch.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Powell's just going to pass outside by the pool.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's what he did last time. Or in one of the wife's friend's house.
Wait, so all 6 of us are in one room?
It says, Alex Wallace, you are a grade ahead of me in RHS. Do you remember Alex Wallace, it was between us and Mikey, double back?
No, I don't.
I don't remember you, Mr. Wallace.
So he graduated in 03?
Said he graduated in 03. Alright, we'll invite him over. He's a good guy.
There are definitely some performers in fantasy that are obviously that are not gonna stick. Like I said, like Alex Smith, Bradford. They're just not they're not gonna put up the kind of numbers they put up last.
I'm not
week.
expecting my rookie team to do 100.
Why is this all about you always? I'm not talking about you.
Well, next week it doesn't count about our fantasy football because all of us are going to be at the game together.
It's still going to count.
Well, it's still going to count, but we're going to be more focused on us up to shenanigans in New Orleans.
I know. I really don't. I'm not going to be paying attention to my team that much because I'm just going to be having fun.
Did you know that all the stadiums now flash fantasy
Yeah, I know.
points
I know.
throughout?
And there's
I'm gonna
Wi-Fi
look,
in there
but I'm not going
too,
to
so
be ingrained
we
in.
can-
I want to be experiencing New Orleans. I can experience my fantasy team when I'm home like this. That's.
we're going to have the time of our lives, and I'm going to tell you why. You guys get in Friday night. We're going to Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Friday night
Saturday.
Friday night we're staying local, so we're going to be near the apartment. Probably just going to be drinking by the pool. We're going to go to a bar down the street and hang out. We're not going to hit Bourbon Street till Saturday. And Saturday we'll get up. We'll convene at some point, maybe sit by the pool for a little while, and maybe head out to Bourbon Street around noon, 1 o'clock. I'm starting a pub crawl. I'm going to kind of set up some bars to hit on the way, that must hits that we have to hit. That great deals like the place that we got.
You're supplying the Hannah's?
Yes,
spirits and bourbon.
Yes, I'm actually thinking about trying to get T-shirts made.
Oh God!
So we all could be together, so we can find each other.
Is that what the text was?
No, that was for my political T-shirts. As many of you know, I'm running for ward councillor in Revere in Ward 6, and I'm waiting for my cousin Brittany to finish the T-shirts.
You were able to get ArtyDemati.com?
I sure was. Why? How many Arty Dematis do you think are out there?
Yeah, that's a big world.
I also own Arty84.com.
Did you own ArtyDemati yet?
Mm-mm.
You just got that?
Just got it. Got it right when I started the campaign.
That's interesting.
So go to ArtyDemati.com. For those who are interested to live in the city of Revere, who don't, or just want to help, to get off track for just a tad, we have a doggy meet and greet it's a week from Saturday, a week from this coming Saturday. So in Revere from 12 to 1 at the West Revere Dog Park. So please come. And my fundraiser is on October 7th at the Comfort Inn in Revere from 7 on the 7th, as Double Back said.
It's at 6.
Well, it is at 6, yeah. Well, we got bands.
7th at 7 just sounded
It's on
funny.
Friday. Saturday?
Saturday. We got Eric Powers hosting the comic. We got Don Zolo and Will Noonan. Don Zolo.
Oh, they said Don Osillo.
Don Zolo will not be there. And dinner. So feel free to go there. And we'll be holding signs every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 12 in different parts of Ward 6, starting the 24th of September. So if you're bored and you want to do something. And I'm driving my van in the Columbus Day Parade on the 9th in Revere. So that should be something to see. So hope you guys enjoyed seeing the Arty Mobile driving down Broadway, taking a right up Blanchard's down Revere Street.
Make sure it's washed and you don't write anything ridiculous on it.
No, I'm going to be taking all the magnets off, and I'm just going to be plastering my signs all over it. And if people want to come and march next to the van and hold some signs, you're more than welcome to.
So this runs all the way through March?
What? Oh, funny guy. So, what do you guys want to? We just kind of blew everything real quick. Let's. What do you want to touch on? Anything particularly this week? 9/11 was yesterday.
It was.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been 16 years, right?
Yeah, I know. There's like people that's how old we're getting. There's people that are actually on the cusp of getting out of high school that were born when that happened.
Well, my cousin was born in 2000, so he was a year old when it happened.
Oh my God.
And he's starting college next year.
Yeah.
If any consolation. Joey's uncle, who was my math teacher, told us that all the boys were going to die in the middle of class, right when the plane hit. So that was nice.
I wasn't there, so I don't
know. No, it was your uncle.
I wasn't in his class.
So puny.
It's so sad because at the time we all rallied around each other, and
Yeah.
now we couldn't be more divided. Like everyone's so divided.
Well, I mean, we are. I mean, I think we've always been divided. I think it takes
it's worse now. We are in a civil war. We're in a cultural civil war right now.
Yeah.
We are, and it's sad.
What the hell is that? Is that an envelope?
Some graph paper and notes.
Ooh, I need that. Yeah,
Well,
I want to get that.
Santa Claus letter.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I need that. That's some important work information on here. Yes, no, I need that. What's wrong with you guys?
What's he looking at?
Literally, Tommy will dig through anything and grab stuff out. Like, I don't know how he does it.
A spoon?
He was walking around with a plastic spoon. I have no idea where it came from. And it wasn't even like a plastic spoon like you're using
It was like
Saturday.
a Wendy's like Frosty spoon.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know if he brought it in and he hid it somewhere in the kitchen and we didn't even notice it. But, anyways, yeah, so 9/11 was yesterday. Remember the day before 9/11? Double back, do you remember what we were doing that day?
No,
I remember like it was yesterday. Me, Double back, his brother Anthony, and...
your version?
No, it's a true story. And Joey Maggs, remember we drove to the North Shore Mall?
We did that many times.
But we did it was on a Friday. We drove to the North Shore Mall and we had to leave because Magdalena took his motorcycle.
Because we were in school when 9/11 happened.
Yeah, so it was a Monday night. We went up to the North Shore Mall. 9/11 was on Tuesday.
Said Friday.
No, Monday.
He said Friday, didn't he?
He did. I think
I said Monday. Well, anyways, it was a Monday. Anywho,
poking holes.
we had to leave early because it was raining.
I do remember the raining.
And
is that when we passed Baglione
a cigarette while I was riding a bike?
With his bike,
Yeah. So
I do remember that.
Yeah, the North Shore Mall. Have you ever hung out in a mall from when it opened to when it closed? I did that once to hang out with these girls.
We didn't in one mall. We did in a series of 3 malls.
I don't think from open though. I think we might have started early.
Well, remember the day we went to Boston? We went to the Copley Mall.
Oh,
No, we went to the Cambridge Side Gallery Mall. Then we took the train all the way to Braintree.
Then we went to see Anthony at Whole Foods.
No, that's when we went to a Celtics game.
Yeah.
Me and Joey, we went to Boston. This
Celtics
is
Bulls,
nachos. Junior year of high school. Went to the Galleria because there was this music store down the street when I picked up like the cowbell. Then we decided we were going to jump on the red line and take it all the way to Braintree.
Jeez.
And then we thought the mall was right around the corner, but it wasn't. We had to take a bus. So we went to the South Shore Plaza,
Yeah.
and we took the train all the way back, and then my mother picked us up at the train station.
Where the hell were we walking? We were hopping fences and it's like in between the Tobin and.
Oh, that's the time. So me and Joey go to see Anthony work at Central Square. So instead of taking the red line in Central Square like a human, we decided we were going to walk Sterile Drive from the garden.
Oh, God.
We had to cross Sterile Drive. Remember that? That was a wild adventure.
Wow.
That's where you were dating the girl. What's her face? Tara. Taryn?
Yes.
Tara.
No, it was pre that.
Because you guys had previously just gone to Disney on Ice together.
Oh.
Joe took a date to Disney on Ice.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I did. I remember seeing like the Lion King and stuff and stuff like that.
On a date?
It was actually good, yeah. It was actually good stuff.
Yeah?
I remember, no, but back to the mall. I remember it was like my 8th grade year. I hung out.
to the mall!
It was so stupid. I remember my 8th grade year, me and this buddy of mine, we went to the mall to meet these girls. And like, we just kind of walked around from open to close. And all we did was really just stare at each other. We didn't really talk much to each other. Like, hey, I think you're pretty. And like, we were just talking. And then we would walk around. And then like someone would hold hands with somebody. It was like a big deal. And then, what are you looking at?
Who's this look like to you? Real quick. If you look real quick, who's that look like?
I-
Someone we know.
What are you going to say?
I don't know.
Someone you're related
Are
to.
you going to say Maddie?
Doesn't it look like Maddie real quick?
No, it doesn't.
What do you think?
If I like quickly go like this
It's Alex Wallace.
in my peripheral,
That's definitely not. It doesn't look like
I think it looks like Maddie.
You FaceTime him?
No, I just went to his profile. Alex, I just went in your profile. There's a picture of you on December 31st, 2016 that real quick you look like Fatty Matty. I'm not saying you're fat. I'm saying you look like Fatty Matty. Chatty Matty. That's going to be Chatty Matty. He's going to be Matty on the airplane. He's talking to some stranger sitting next to him.
oh god.
I hope like hell I'm not sitting next to anyone I know.
I hope you're sitting right between the mallet
I just zone out.
and your brother. I hope you're on the sandwich. I hope you're in a mallet monocle sandwich.
That's fine. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just
I'll
gonna
easily
relax.
switch seats with someone.
What is it, like a 4? How long? A 4 hour, 5 hour flight? 4 hour flight.
It's like 3 hours to Lauderdale.
3.5, and then another 2 hours to.
But you gain an hour. You go into a time
We're
machine.
we're time traveling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Susie J's home.
Hello.
She's out in the distance. She's cooking meatball soup, right?
Hamburger soup.
Hamburger soup. Never heard of it.
No.
Never heard of her. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I've never have. But first time for everything, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna stay in Bourbon Street. When don't go too far down Bourbon Street, because then it won't really be a first time for something.
Are we we're gonna find washboard guy?
Yes, me and Joey went to Bourbon Street for an hour once, and back in 2006, and we seen this guy outside a bar.
Someone's died many a times on that trip.
Mm.
The ride
Yeah.
back was terrible.
Yeah, it was foggy. We decided we were staying in Panama City,
Yeah.
right? Which was on paper about 6 hours from New Orleans.
Something like that.
It ended up being 8 hours. We get to New Orleans around 9 o'clock at night, right? And we stay for a good hour. And then we were like, oh, maybe we'll just get a hotel. And we realized it was 6 months after Katrina, so all the hotels were being used to have people living there.
Yeah.
So we had to drive all the way back to Panama City, which was like another 6-7 hours,
Oh my god.
in the fog. Thick, dense fog.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
I became absolutely petrified of driving on highways for long distances because of it.
Yeah. Anthony was dozing off.
18-wheeler in front of me, 18-wheeler behind me, in a fog storm.
That sounds completely.
Couldn't see anything.
It's not like snow where you can just wipe it off.
Yeah, you can't do a damn thing.
I was drinking a bottle of wine in the back, so I passed out. All I remember is waking up like.
it wouldn't.
I remember it was like 3. It was a Durango too, so we had rows.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in the last row.
It was funny. Whoever was not like you had a driver, a passenger, and then whoever was not in those two seats was all the way in the friggin'
Yeah, sat in the back. Well, we put one of the seats down, so it was kind of like a.
like nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
No one sat in the middle.
It was
Just
just
all
this
the way
big
in the back.
space. We can relax. We put the seat down so you can put your feet up and stuff. You can relax, you know.
Not that you couldn't relax on the back seat by
True.
yourself anyway.
I guess
but
so.
We just had to like sit all the way in the far back.
But the funny part about it was, like, we were supposed to get just like a regular car, and we knew we were going to do about 3,000 miles of driving. Yeah, maybe like 1,500 miles of driving.
It was enough.
but enough that a Durango wouldn't be economical. But we got one anyways. We paid a lot of gas. Spring break 2006. That's where I supposedly made a baby.
Yes.
At the end of the trip.
Kid?
Pittsburgh kid.
It's the Pittsburgh kid.
Pittsburgh kid.
That was also, I think, the last
Thomas.
road trip you had where you got into a fight with someone.
It was the last trip you and I had taken since
Did we do
till
New
Vegas.
York, did we do New York after that, though? Or was New York before?
New York was before. Yeah, New York was that January before.
We went there for what, 2 nights?
2 nights. Seen Hostel in the scary movie theater.
I'm never letting you book a hotel room for us anyway.
Yeah, you heard this story? We booked a hotel room and it was really
Wait,
cheap.
not we, you.
I booked one. It was really cheap. It was the Milford Hotel on 8th Ave, right on Times Square. And it said 2 beds. So like, oh, all right, we figured we could just, one of us bunk up together and stuff. We'll get a car, right? Well, the room was about the size of our kitchen, give or
I would
take.
say from like the bedroom doors down this
To the
way.
kitchen, yeah. From the bedroom door this way.
Yeah.
But like to here.
But narrow as hell. And there were twin beds bolted to the wall, so you couldn't even put them together. So we took turns sleeping on the floor. One person slept on the floor. Joey decided he was going to sleep on a iron board. So remember we brought 2 cases of 36 packs of beer.
Oh, we chugged so much. We boxed it.
We decided we thought it was possible
No,
that
I
we
think-
could have 60 beers
No,
between
I
the 2
think
of
what
us.
happened was we didn't communicate who was going to bring them.
Yeah.
I got a 30 and you got a 30.
So we just brought them, but we brought them both into the room.
I don't think we finished.
No,
all
I think we-
I think we finished like
130
2/3 of 130.
Yeah, if we were lucky. But Joe decides he was going to go sleep on an iron board that night, and lays on an iron board, and it breaks. I literally shut the camera seconds before the iron board broke.
Tumbled down.
That.
Then
Almost broke my hip.
he gets a giant Hershey Kiss from the Hershey store. Those big ass ones are like a pound,
Yeah.
7 pounds of
Oh, I
Hershey.
haven't seen one of those in a while.
And he
Yeah.
can't bite it because the thing is so hard. So he starts banging it against the bureau, and it's not breaking. So he just throws it as high as he can, and the thing ricochets off. And then the pointy part of the Hershey Kiss jags him in the foot.
I get injured on every trip.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Every trip.
don't
So
stand next to him.
What's happening? What's going to happen in New Orleans?
You're in the airplane with him.
So we're in Florida.
What happens to him, not to other people with him? So I'm
Yeah, I guess so. There's more.
I'm confident. Should
In
be all right.
Florida for my brother's bachelor party about 1.5 years ago.
Oh.
We went like moped driving.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
That island is no longer exist anymore. We went moped driving. It was destroyed by the storm.
Petrified on these things, whatever.
Tivor Island, no more. Rest
Then
in
we
peace.
on go-karts. No, I think it was all on the same day.
Yeah.
On
Yeah, I think it was,
On
yeah.
the walk back to the car, I got something in my eye. So not while we were driving little mini motorcycles things, or not on the go-karts.
Yeah, just walking on the
The
street.
walk back, I had to go to like a Pearl Vision and have like
Oh God.
dirt removed from my eye.
Wow. Well, yeah, that sucks.
Every blink was like tearing my retina.
So, what
So-
kind of injury do you think you're going to get this trip?
Me and my brother go to Atlantic City back in June. Guess what happens? Get dirt in my eye again.
Oh God.
Why don't
I
we
had to
get?
pull it out with a friggin' Q-tip.
Why don't we get
I
you
have to
those?
have Q-tips on me at all times.
Why don't we get you those protective glasses that people wear when they play like basketball?
Like the James Oakley's.
Yeah, like a goggle of some
I'm
sort.
going with he's going to re-injure his back. That's what I'm going with on this one.
Yeah.
Since he gets injured every time, I'm going with a re-injury of the back.
Well, it's already currently injured, so I don't think.
Okay,
we can do that.
Me and
getting
double
worse.
back are gonna have a double back issue. Hopefully, I don't re-injure my back. We'll be double backing. If we were in for the definition the last one, we're double backing. I don't think it's something me and double back want to do.
Nope.
It's funny.
But, hey,
you,
not
talk about,
unison.
you mentioned the
You're
island.
going to try to drink water upside down, not really upside down, in the doorway of an apartment on Bourbon Street.
She told me to drink water upside down. It makes my hiccups go away. So I stood on my hand like a handstand and drank water.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah. Everyone has their own little.
I almost drowned it. It was like waterboarding.
You didn't do it right.
They say you're supposed to drinking from the opposite end of a cup will make
Yeah.
it go away too, because
The
you're
opposite end of the
constricting
cup.
your
That's
diaphragm.
the
Like,
upside down part.
like you put
You
your lip
also
on that
know,
side and go like this.
If you say your ABCs while putting a number in between every letter, will also make it
Yeah,
go.
I've heard that one. too.
A1, B2,
Never
3.
heard that before, because I just made it up.
No, I've heard something similar. If you're singing ABCs like while you're gargling or something like, there is something involving ABCs.
It's as easy as 1, 2,
I've heard
3.
something like that. I didn't say I heard that.
Just making shit up as I
What
go
are you
along.
reading?
How do you feel?
About the Jets?
Let's go a little football talk for week 2. We got the schedule up over here. Run through. I lost my survival league week 1. I'm already out. I picked the Redskins,
Yeah, that's.
which I thought was going to be a decent game. The Redskins at home against Philly, and I lost. I'm out. I'm done. $20. Poof.
What was it? Down by 5 with 2 minutes left as I
Yeah.
put the game on. He threw a pick 6.
He threw a
Next
pick
play.
6. He had a chance of
No, the fumble for that.
fumble. Yeah, he had a chance of putting that game away. Thank you, Kirk Cousins. And he didn't just screw me there. He screwed me because I had you on one of my quarterbacks on one of my fantasy teams too. So you got me the double. You gave me the double back. You know what I
That's
mean?
the word of the day.
Houston at Bengals Thursday night. What do you think?
God, I have a hard time thinking the Red Rocket is gonna. He's not a good
Red
quarterback.
Rocket.
I have,
Tommy's
Red
Red
Rifle.
Rocket?
the Red, doesn't matter.
Red Rifle.
Yeah.
I'll call him a Red Rocket. Whatever.
Red Rocket's what a penis of a
I know,
dog.
that's why I think it's more funny. God.
If Sean Watson is fully healthy, the Houston Texans win.
I'm going with. I'm
Low
going.
scoring game though, like 10-7.
I'm actually going. I'm going with the Bengals only because I have a hard time believing Dalton is going to be as bad as he was last. He
Yeah,
sucks,
but
but
Houston's
he's
defense
horrible.
is better than Baltimore's.
I'm going with Bengals though because they're at home.
Yeah. I don't think that's a flip of the coin. Though. I can go away on that.
I think it's a 13-7 game. Either way, but I'll lean towards Houston.
What about Browns and Ravens?
No, I'm going to go with the Browns.
Browns in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore. Although they showed some signs. I mean, they only
They played
lost,
Pittsburgh very tough.
They did. They only lost by a touchdown.
The Browns?
Yeah, call it 2 because I don't really count the
In
last
Cleveland
touchdowns.
though, are they?
Yeah, but still Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a really good offense.
I don't know. Their
Baltimore
offense.
does not have a good offense.
I think their offense is significantly dripping down. I don't think Roethlisberger is.
They have a really good offense.
Oh,
Very
Le'Veon Bell got me 3.5 fantasy points,
That's 1 week.
and
I know,
Antonio
that's
Brown.
very-
You
that's
did all right.
phenomenal.
Antonio Brown had 11 catches for 182 yards.
Yeah, what do you get? You 10 fantasy points?
Like 29 in PPR.
No, PPR. Who plays
Non-PPR, 18.2. We do.
How about Bears at Bucks?
Bucks.
Bears.
I'm going Bucks.
Bears defense is way too
I
good.
think the Buccaneers are going to be the surprise team of the year.
Bears defense
Yeah?
is so underrated. Look what they did to Atlanta.
Yeah, no, it's good.
How about?
Bears.
I'm going Bucks.
But Atlanta won.
Yeah, but it was like 23-17. They couldn't do much. Bears defense is really good. The Bucks are going to have to run the ball.
Week 1 and 2, the first 3 weeks, I'd say, are feeling things out, and then I feel like it starts to get very predictable.
Do you think Bradford against Pittsburgh Steelers is going to have a week like he had last week?
No, but I think he's going to have a decent week because the Steelers don't have that great of a defense. I
Um,
don't think he's going to have as good as the Saints. No way.
I say they tie.
But
Tie. He's calling a tie on week 2.
Vikings Steelers tie.
Okay.
I'm going Steelers.
I'm gonna go Steelers as
It's
well.
a coin flip. I don't know. That's going to be like a 30-27 game.
Yeah.
How about
Patriots.
Patriots Saints?
I think it's be high scoring. It should be high scoring.
Patriots
Good.
You
Saints?
know who has my vote?
I'm going Patriots though.
Patriots?
Patriots.
Patriots.
Susie?
Patriots.
No Saints. Who dat?
Wait,
No,
is
that's who
Hightower
you
playing?
want to win. Who do you think's going to win?
Do you know if Hightower's playing?
Who dat?
The who has?
Yeah.
So in a Patriots Saints game, they'll yell hoo ha.
No.
Who has?
Who dat?
It's hoo ha.
I heard they throw bottles at us too. I know somebody that went to one and they said they were a Patriots fan. I got bottles.
See, I don't know who these people are.
I don't
I've
either.
been to multiple away games for the Patriots. Never once. I've been to multiple away games for all Boston sports, including Montreal,
Yeah.
and never encountered anything of a derogatory nature. Because you know why? I don't
You
run
know,
my mouth like an asshole.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's what I said. I'm like, the
Give
people
me
that
comments. You can share. Be.
No.
Keep your comments. Don't be an asshole.
I said to her, I was like, I bet you that the people that had them thrown out had them coming to because they were loudmouth assholes. She was
Probably, they're probably
no,
assholes.
but her response was, my parents aren't loudmouth assholes, and I was like, oh.
Well,
I was like,
also
alright.
could have just been caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, that's what that's.
As well.
I guess,
Yes.
Who's next?
Yeah.
From my experience, you don't really encounter issues. And I went to a Sox game in Philly. I went to a 76ers game in Philly. And Philly are the worst crowd in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Never had an issue.
Yeah.
Never had an issue.
I think the
You went
Eagles
to
are
the
going to be a
76ers
decent
game in
team, too.
Philly?
Speaking of Philly,
I think the Eagles are going to be a very
Chiefs.
good team this year, but I'm going Chiefs. Definitely Arrowhead. Oh yeah, Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
It's a good pick.
I think the Eagles are going to be
At least the playoffs. AFC Championship Chiefs, at least.
I like the Titans this year too.
Titans and the Jaguars.
Jaguars.
I'm going Titans.
In Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jaguars
It doesn't matter. There's only going to be 10 people there anyway.
I think the Jaguars have the best defense in the world.
Yeah.
Let's go back like.
I haven't seen enough.
You know what's going to happen this week? Everyone who didn't play the Jaguars
He's gonna
defense,
play them and they're gonna suck.
and they're going to suck.
Yeah.
They're going to give you negative points. Quote me now, you will get 5 or less points from the Jaguars defense next week.
Which will still be more than half the league.
True, but still, you're not going to get the 23 that you
No,
got.
you're never gonna get 29 again. I don't think any defense scores 29 points the rest of the season.
And who they play?
Houston.
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 All right. The Cards and the Colts. Those two crack teams right there.
They said they were thinking of starting Jacoby Brissett too.
I know.
I think they are.
If they start Jacoby Brissett, I think they have a chance only because David Johnson's not playing.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah. I'm still going Cardinals.
Arizona probably still wins by 3 touchdowns.
How do you feel? What if you say they didn't start Jacoby Brissett, but instead they started Jacoby Ellsbury? How would you feel about that then?
Or Jacoby Brisket.
Or Brisket?
No.
Who do you think has a better chance of winning that game? Jacoby Ellsbury or Jacoby Brissett?
Brissett.
You think so?
He's trained to be a football player.
Yeah.
Take training.
serious.
Take training out of the equation.
No, you have to. That is the equation.
No, I just say like
Brissett,
this.
he's bigger.
Okay, how's this? Who would do better? Brissett at baseball playing center field, or Jacoby Ellsbury playing quarterback?
Brissett center field.
Brissett center field.
But then just center field and hit. It has to do the whole package.
Brissett.
He said, "Who's going to put up more better numbers statistically if you took their batting and defense on both?"
There's no one to figure. Oh, Brissett, sure. Let's go Brissett.
You think
I'm
so?
going to say Brissett.
I think
Yeah.
Jacoby Ellsbury. I think he's more of an athlete. I think that's
I
the
think
better
Brissett.
Jacoby.
Ellsbury will get
It's
hit
too
once
white.
and leave the game with concussion.
He's the furthest
I'm
thing from
racially
white.
profiling.
He's a
it. I
native.
know.
He's a
I
Native
was-
American.
Is it Johnny Damon?
Ellsbury will
I'm racially
literally
profiling.
fall down and get a concussion and be out of the game.
Sure.
So, by stats alone, Brissett.
Well,
just by going
Brissett's going to
1 for
get a
4.
sprained fingernail and be out of the game like he was when he got blown out against Buffalo last year.
Yes.
Busted his
Good
no,
with
never mind. Next.
The Jets Raiders.
You skipped over a game.
Did I? Oh, Bills Panthers.
Panthers
Panthers, yeah.
Panthers. Oh, Bills were good last week.
against the
Yeah,
Jets.
they're in first place.
They're in first place in the division.
Bills are in first place.
Jets Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think the Jets have much of a chance. As I sit here and hold the Jets can in my hand, Jets, Jets should be LOSE. Lose. A loss. LOSE's loss, right? LOSE.
LOSS.
And LOOSE is loose.
Yeah.
LOSE is
Lose.
lose or
Loss.
and loss is LOSS.
Oh.
Yes.
Exactly. So I was right. LOSE. Loss.
No, loss. LOSS.
I mean, lose. LOSE. You got the point.
Loss, lose, lose.
It's been a long day.
10th
Dolphins.
grade English.
Dolphins at the LA Clippers.
Chargers. Dolphins. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Fart Face throw a pass.
Oh, I forgot it was him. Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They got a week off though.
It's
The
tough.
Dolphins got a week off.
Imagine they put up 60 points. Cut was like 36 for 40 for 480 yards and 4 touchdowns.
If that's the case, he has to use all his energy in one game.
I mean, it's technically a neutral ground game when you think about it,
True.
because the Chargers really don't have their own stadium yet,
True.
and they're the second best team in LA.
If Cutler does good this game, he'll suck the rest of this. I promise. He
Yeah.
doesn't have that energy. He's just gonna. And you know he's not conditioning, as he said. I'm a
Oh,
quarterback. I'm a quarterback. I don't have to train them.
What about the 49ers and the Seahawks?
Seahawks. The
I think
Seahawks.
the 49ers have a chance. Who's starting quarterback for the 49ers? Anyways?
Hoya.
Who's, oh, it's Hoyer, right? It's Hoyer, yeah. Redskins and the Rams.
Ooh.
I didn't pick that 49 team.
Oh, I just assumed it was going to be Seattle. I can't picture you pitching 49ers at all. They're playing in Seattle.
I'm on the fence about that. I think that's more. I think that's the game this week that might surprise.
Is that the
me.
upset of the year? 49ers?
I don't think it's upset of the year. If you look at the 49ers Seahawks over the last 6 years, the 49ers, it's like the Rams and the Seahawks. The Rams always seem to take one from the Seahawks.
Kind of like when the Pats play the Dolphins in Miami.
Yeah,
There's
the
always a
Dolphins
problem.
always seem to take one. Like the 49ers, I can see maybe the home game, but I don't know. I'll say Seahawks.
Okay. Seahawks it is.
Redskins and Rams, huh?
Redskins and Rams.
The Rams, they really showed a lot last week. It could be a fluke. It was only 1 week.
It was
so
Indy, so
Yeah.
with Scott Tolzien as a quarterback and a terrible defense. Redskins have a mediocre, terrible defense, but a much better quarterback and wide receivers. Redskins.
Redskins? What do you say? Rams?
I'll go Redskins. Yeah, that's a tough one though for me.
The Redskins. How about the Cowboys and the Broncos?
At Denver, I'm going Broncos. But I could go either way on that. I'm going Broncos
I
though.
think the Broncos play that game.
You like Dak Prescott.
I do, but obviously you have to take into consideration
Defense.
Denver's defense. And Denver's quarterback can run too.
Broncos?
I think I'm going to go overall weapons. Any news on the Elliott? He's playing, right?
As far as we know.
Yeah. He's
He
playing.
might play the whole entire season at this point.
He's playing. That's right, he might be playing the entire season.
Cowboys.
I don't think... I agree with you on the Cowboys. I don't think Denver was that impressive last night. I mean, it was the Chargers.
Yeah, nothing was that impressive.
There's an old-
But,
Beat-up Chargers team.
at Mile High.
Yeah, but this
That Allen guy's good. Give you that.
Allen.
But
He'll get injured.
the Chargers in Denver. And
Chargers have a lot of offensive weapons.
they
and
do.
Denver
But
held them to, 21 points?
yeah, but
If it
Denver
wasn't
get
for the
the,
last touchdown.
Denver get the best defense in the league.
top
One of
five
the
at
best.
least.
So, but
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Going with the weapons alone,
offensively, Denver
It's
was
tough.
so
Chargers
impressive.
were almost able to hang with Denver.
Oh yeah, I mean they were a touchdown away. They were literally.
I mean,
The Dallas weapons, offensive weapons, are better.
If Kyler didn't throw, if Rivers didn't throw that pick at the end of the game, I mean they were driving to win that game. I'm going to go Cowboys.
It wasn't a pick. They blocked the field goal.
Block field goal. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fugu. What's the field
The
goal?
poor guy, Fugu.
Young Ho Fuchu or something?
Fuchu, yeah. The poor guy got it right down the uprights, right? They froze him, and then he lost. It was his first
Young
kick
Fuchu.
ever. First kick ever as a professional football player. First one, good. Then the second one,
Blocked it.
blocked it. It was see you next Tuesday. I would have been upset. And last one, oh, we got two more. We got the Pack and the Felks.
I don't know.
In Atlanta, open at night, brand new stadium,
Packers.
probably packed, 80,000 people, rematch from last year.
Packers.
Packers? I say Falcons. I'm going red and fair this year. Red fair. Our Falcons will not make the playoffs, I'll tell you that much.
They're going to be like the Panthers were last year, where they just...
I don't think they're going to go that far down. I
Yeah.
think they go like 9-7, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I think who wins that division this year is the Buccaneers. To be quite
I
honest.
think they're the only team to make the playoffs in that division.
I agree.
Minnesota might too.
They're not in that division though.
That's the North. South. Who's the other team in the division? Why am I missing this?
Saints.
Saints.
Yeah, that's
Saints, Panthers.
Panthers. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta doesn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that was their.
But I don't think a team in that division finishes 500 or less.
No, usually they don't. Usually that division
No,
is.
one of them is always like a 4-win team.
Yeah.
I think everyone's going to be at least 8-8 or above.
Well, I think I believe it was
Fair
the
assessment.
Falcons or it was the one of the teams last year. I know. The Panthers had that year where they went 15-1.
And then last year they went, 4-12?
Yeah, but there was a year before that the winner of that division was an 8-8 team. It was a 7-9 team won the division. They were under 500 team won the division. I want to say it was either the Saints or the Falcons went into the playoffs that year.
Saints.
Saints.
Like,
Was it the
wow,
Saints?
I think it was 4 or 5 years ago.
But it's all there's never a team that's really who wins that division. That's really other than the fluke of the Panthers of that a couple years ago. Other than that, usually the team in that division is usually a 500 team.
I think two of them will finish. I think 1 10-6, 1 9-7, 2 8-8. I think the Saints finish 8-8 this year.
That's fair.
Saints finish 8-8. They're playing the AFC East. I'd say they have a good
2 wins.
at least 2 wins.
Jets and Bills. I don't think they beat the Dolphins.
No, maybe.
And then I think they split maybe with everyone in their own division.
I think they get the Dolphins at home, which is interesting.
They'll still not beat the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Even though it's Jay Cutler, the Dolphins' defense is. They're all, I don't know.
Okay.
I still think 8 was fair.
And last but not least, Monday night.
God.
First of all, NFL, if you listen to this, please don't ever put 2 NFL games on the same night on Monday night. That's ridiculous. The second one that starts at 10:30. I think I go to bed till like
It's
1
only
o'clock in
opening
the
day.
1:30 in the morning,
It's
huh?
only opening day. It's
I
only
know,
opening
but it was stupid. Don't do that.
Everyone was like,
I bet half the country tuned out at halftime.
Rex Ryan and
Oh my God! You see that? Could you put?
Oh my god.
Her name
that
was
bad?
what was her name? Beth Marita.
did you see the sideline reporter?
Dude, how scared he was! It
What was
was
his name?
I have no idea. They put him on once. This kid, they look like he got him fresh out of like a junior high. They stick him on the sideline, and he was like deer in headlights.
He froze, and he just
And he was just.
he's like, and Vance Joseph it's his first. He brings
First,
all the intangibles. He was a linebacker at Clemson. And
honestly, at first I thought they brought the guy from because the ESPN2 was broadcasted in Spanish simultaneously.
Yeah.
I thought they had brought the Spanish guy over to regular ESPN, so it's kind of like as a cross promotion to ESPN2.
Yeah.
And then after later research, I found out no, he was the sideline reporter for that game, and he was on once. We've seen him once. That was it. They never. He probably doesn't have a job today. He was so nervous.
Obviously.
Like seriously, he was like, and I was like, "Is this for real?"
His name I can't remember. It was something weird.
I thought they literally pulled a guy from the stands and put him out there. He had nothing. He had nothing. And that girl's voice was so annoying. So I looked up her online.
She's
Apparently,
actually highly regarded.
oh, not what I read. I heard every blog, news article, whatever.
Maybe
I said.
not last night.
No, in general. The reason she doesn't do college football anymore is because they pretty much said they don't want to do college football anymore. So they had a sticker somewhere. So where bets the sticker with Rex Ryan on a 10:30 Monday night game in which only 20% of all football fans are watching.
Did you speak up that statistic?
Well, think about it.
20%.
96% of all statistics are made up.
Anyway.
If you look at her Wikipedia, it goes 1993, and then there's a giant gap till 2016. First woman to host whatever Monday Night Football. There's no
there isn't.
There's nothing. I did some.
She was old too. Usually, if they're going to do that,
She's 50 years old.
You would think it'd be like a more attractive. It would probably be better if they just got Aaron Andrews to do it, as much as I can't stand her.
True.
Like it just would have been better. You know.
Like I said, I was talking to the missus last night. I go, I'm not against.
I'm sorry. I'm watching the telethon, and there's just some of the celebrities. They're just like in front of the camera.
I hope Kanye's on this year, right? He's not gonna be like. He's gonna be like Trump hates black people like he did when Obama was. Bush was president. It was Katrina, yeah.
Katrina. Yeah.
And Mike Myers is standing next to him.
God, Cher.
Well, they had to prop her up, huh?
I think she made a deal with the devil. I don't understand. Her face is probably isn't even real at this
She's
point.
pushing 80.
Yeah, she is.
How old is Cher? Suze, how old do you think? Let's just play the game. How old is Cher?
I don't know. When did you buy it?
70. I'm going 70.
I would say 76.
76. Double back.
77.
Okay.
72.
Ah, ding, ding, ding. You all went over.
66.
71.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's still wow. That's very impressive.
Did you know she believes in life after love?
Still.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yes.
Just
I
saying.
have no response.
I didn't even.
I'm too tired for. I can't deal.
I also have no response because I couldn't think of another song.
But How the hell did we get on shit?
Because it's just a telephone.
Oh, we were talking
that
about
was 30 seconds ago.
No,
Where are you
see,
right now?
I don't think Rex Ryan was that bad. I mean, I don't think he.
Sexy Rexy.
I don't think he brought much to the table. He wasn't like super impressive. Like he thought the next morning he woke up and like, wow, that was a good broadcast.
Yeah.
Like I just think he was just kind of like. He kind of seemed like one of those guys who's just giving you like some input. Like
Did they just run out of people because everyone did the first game?
Yeah. And Gruden did not get fired. Me and Seuss thought Gruden was fired. He's not. He did the first game. I didn't realize he did the first game. We watched most of it in mute.
Well, that's good.
Because we're at the Prince. And I watched the second half of that second game in Spanish. Just so you know. I literally put on ESPN2 and watched it. And I gotta tell you,
Subtitles?
they get so excited.
Oh yeah, I know. They're
Touchdown! They were like flipping out. I was like, they made this game so much better.
First down, too.
Oh yeah, first down! And everything was in Spanish. I couldn't read a word of it. I have no idea what was going on.
Caption on?
No, I don't even know how to do that. And I was just like, and they would be like, there would be something in Spanish. And all of a sudden they go like, who's the quarterback of the Cardinals? Rivers. Rivers! I mean, not the Cardinals, the Chargers. Like, Rivers! It was great.
It was game I was talking about, so I had to go with that.
ESPN, please do me a favor. Please never put those two people on ever again.
I was going to say, only do it in Spanish.
I don't think they will.
Otherwise, I'm going to be watching it in Spanish. You know?
Yeah. We got one game left.
Yeah. I'm saving that one for right now. Big Blue versus Big Red. Big Blue. Silva.
Well, the Giants.
Lions.
They have no offensive line. They don't.
Is
Eli
Beckham playing, though?
What?
Is Beckham going to play?
I
I
don't
think
know.
he might. I think he's going to. He probably will. But they have no offensive line. They don't give Eli any time to throw. He's
How
got
bad?
no time.
How bad did they
I'm
look this
going
week?
Lions. I'm going Lions. They looked horrible. I think he only got
Against
one
the-
pass
against the
off to
team
Brandon
that-
Marshall the entire
I guess
game.
the only team that was able to beat Dallas last year.
Yeah, 19-3. That was the game. 19-3. I don't think Dallas did that good.
No Beckham though. Well, the Giants' defense is
Well,
top
Beckham.
notch.
Well, Beckham technically right now.
Offensive
Well,
line is
all right.
so horrible.
the reason there's no Beckham because he's going through a divorce right now with Posh Spice. So like he
That's
can't
the
really
soccer
focus right
player. What? The soccer.
now. No.
David Beckham.
Yeah, same thing.
Odell.
Okay, who would do better? David Beckham playing for the Giants, right?
Yeah.
Or Odell Beckham playing for the LA
Playing soccer.
Galaxy.
David Beckham playing for the Giants.
David Beckham
Yeah.
playing for the Giants. You think so?
Absolutely.
What
I
position?
don't think.
But he might not be able to
any.
catch.
I don't think any NFL
Yeah,
player.
he's
We
never
don't know if
used
he
his
can
hands in
catch.
his life.
That's fine.
How does he know?
That's fine.
I think I'm going to Odell because you know he's got the legs at least.
No, I don't think.
Sure.
He has, I don't think there's an NFL player.
He's fast.
But-
Odell's fast. He's got
He's very
legs.
It
fast.
doesn't matter. What's
Yeah.
he's not going to play a full 90 minutes.
But we don't know if Bend it like Beckham can catch the ball.
He's not playing the full 90 minutes.
Beckham has been trained his entire life not to use his hands.
Yeah, but there's no way that Beckham makes it through a game without dying of heat.
That's why Posh Spice is
But the
divorcing him.
soccer,
He says he
the
doesn't
soccer
use his
players
hands.
are running up. Their field is much bigger. Like they're like all over the place, and they're
I
constantly
think
being
David Beckham could learn how to catch a ball faster than Odell Beckham can learn how to not use his hands.
Interesting.
It's a point to ponder.
Here's a point to ponder. Yeah. So we did two. Ellsbury to Jacoby, and Beckham to Beckham.
Jacoby.
And me and Adam pretty much agreed both, and you went the other way.
On both. I'm so confused. I don't even know who I picked for the Beckham one.
I don't read that actually.
I don't think I even give you an answer. I think I was just
I
moderating
gave
it.
myself an answer. I don't know. I think
All right.
I think it's a stamina thing. I don't think many people can go from one sport to soccer.
Soccer's a tough sport just because you're running around like a maniac.
yeah.
You don't get a break. I
Where did I
remember,
hear a joke about soccer?
I remember playing soccer as a kid and just running. Man, you get
The
that
reason
like,
why they play soccer in foreign countries is because it's so hot they have to run around so they fall asleep.
is that what it is? Or run around and stay warm and then
Oh,
fall.
they have to run around so they're so tired they can just fall asleep because it's too hot out. It was
Well, they dehydrate and pass out. Dehydration, probably.
But
Yeah,
possibly
and
die.
It was too hot to sleep, so they started playing soccer, so they would just run around till they.
Well, it's also cheap. It's just a ball. You have to
Well,
wait.
girls say that to me when sometimes I walk into a club. I'm just too hot. They pass out.
Ow!
Ow.
Wreck 'em all.
There's a little Nola Breezy. Tommy Brady, of course. Want to be in the camera.
So I've been reading about all the dumb things people have been doing during the hurricane, and actually just going back. Let's go back.
Let's go back, yes.
I got them.
To before the hurricane, we had the eclipse, and people were putting sunscreen in their eyes, thinking they could look at the sun.
Yeah.
And it showed
Their eyes are
emergency
like
rooms.
around their eyes.
In
No, in
your
their
eyes, the light, the heat in your eyes. Above the beat, the young in your eyes. In your eyes.
And then we move on to the hurricane. There was this one guy who said he was going to wait it out on his boat off the coast of Florida, and he's missing. Gee, didn't see that happening.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
probably not
They
good.
found
No.
the boat, just not him.
No, nothing.
No.
Not at all. Then no one's heard from him.
Yeah, he's
Gee,
probably-
I wonder why.
In the Bermuda
What?
Triangle.
Meanwhile, he's in like Australia having a good time.
Maybe.
I rode there, you mothers.
Well, you sent me the thing about telling the Florida not to shoot at the hurricane.
Yeah, Florida is not to shoot at the hurricane.
And there was pictures of people with fans blowing the hurricane the other way.
I wonder if they're doing that just to mock it, though. But it is Florida, so it's a very good possibility that these people are serious.
Grandma Homer is safe and sound in Florida.
Awesome.
All she lost was the cover of our golf cart. Which I don't understand. I guess it wasn't on the golf cart. From what I understand, it would have been impossible for the cover to blow off the golf cart because it would cover the golf cart. I believe what happened was she had the cover off the golf cart in the back, like basket, and it blew away.
I
So-
see.
I've seen sometimes.
Cover blown off golf cart.
What happened?
Hey, look, we started singing that song.
It's a good song. Doubleback just leaves. Like guy just gets up.
It does. We're obligated.
He does the Irish goodbye. He doesn't even say goodbye. He doesn't sign off. He doesn't even get on camera. He just takes off and leaves.
I'm contracted by goodwill not to move.
And meanwhile, his mother thinks he's hanging next to him. I gotta take them. I have 2 layers I gotta take off this guy.
I think it's time to, yes, definitely.
To get to the football season again, you know?
Kind of switch jerseys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta switch the jersey. Sometimes the jersey switches you.
What was it? That went from walking to like creaky. I don't know what the hell that was.
I prefer Christopher Sitton. You know what I mean?
For what?
Walking, sitting.
Walking. Sitting. Oh, I get it. Yes.
Suji J, how's the meatball soup coming?
I got the meats.
You heard
Alright.
about the potential murder he was involved in like a long time ago.
Yeah, he was at
in Wagner.
Wagner's house.
They
Yeah.
were, no, on a boat, and that girl, that actress,
Was it Wagner's wife?
they were married. Yeah, and then like he fell. She like fell into the water or something like that. But
They never
I think
reported
was an
it or something
accident.
like that. Yeah.
No, they did it. She was reported missing. I was watching the BuzzFeed Unsolved on it the other day.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah. But she was like afraid of water too, so it was just something weird about, I don't know.
No, I came up.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh, it's just BuzzFeed. So there was also one about in New Orleans about the axe murder of like the late 1800s, like, and he wanted people to play jazz music, or else he was gonna like axe them to death.
There's also one where this like woman was like I don't know if she was a gypsy. Remember that thing we seen, Sue, with a woman that had a curse on a town, and they did her bad.
It was in Louisiana.
It was Louisiana, and they did her wrong or something like that. She put a curse, and she used to sing this song. You guys will regret it when you die. And then all of a sudden, like, what, a hurricane came in and took out the entire town or something.
Yeah, the entire city was wiped out.
Crazy.
I would love that kind of power.
Yeah,
That'd be
there's some crazy stuff down there, man. Wait till you see.
Voodoo.
Wait till you see some of the voodoo. That's comes from. You gotta get.
Voodoo.
You never been there before, right? So it's your first time down
This
there.
is my first time. So.
And
not voodoo.
how you've been to Florida, obviously, right?
Yes.
You've been to Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. So you haven't been to the deep South yet,
no.
So this is a first time experience for you.
It is. It is.
Wait till you hear somebody talk Creole or Cajun to you.
Well, I've heard people talk that. Just I've never been in an environment.
It's like watching the gator
Do
hunters.
you understand them?
No, definitely not.
Remember the gator show that was on, the gator hunters or something like that? The swamp people?
It's like
It's
Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Exactly.
Yeah, the goddamn thing over there, you don't think don't go and see no more fly, boy.
Oh. So you watch college football at all?
I do not.
Oh, Tennessee Volunteers 2-0.
No.
Woo woo!
I
Go
don't
Vols!
I don't watch college football either.
They are playing on Saturday at 3:30 versus the Gators.
The Guitars?
Go Gators. I'm sure we'll find a bar down there in Louisiana that has a Gators game on or on Bourbon Street.
Hey, they're going.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, we're not, probably not going to be there.
Huh?
These guys probably want to go to Bourbon Street on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
Things are going to get wild.
Yeah.
Whiskey Ave? Sounds good to me.
How far is the stadium from Bourbon Street? It's probably not close.
Very close.
Oh, it
It's
is.
very close.
It's downtown.
Walking distance.
Yeah.
Is walking distance? Okay.
Yeah, we're off Canal.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
I feel
Yeah,
like
so if anybody passes out on bourbon, they just have to get up Sunday morning and walk over to the stadium.
That's true.
that's true.
I'm so excited.
I say on Saturday we stay up all night into the morning and go right to the game as zombies of 24 hours non-stop potty.
But then I'm gonna be a freaking zombie at the
No,
game.
Red Bow,
Red Bull.
Red Bows,
Red
Red
Bow.
Bows all.
I don't know about you guys, but I would like to feel refreshed before I start drinking for the game.
So we'll sleep in an alley somewhere. You know what my mother says to me? She goes,
Good time.
my mother goes, don't get mugged.
Just fall asleep at a slot machine in Harris.
There you go, put your head right there. Ding, 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 ding. My mother says, don't get mugged. One of her friends got mugged in New Orleans.
I'm sure there's a lot of monkeys going on. And that's kind of a good plan anywhere you go.
Well, we did
Don't
the
get
top
mugged.
the top 10 dangerous cities a few episodes ago.
Oh yes, I remember.
And
that.
New Orleans was definitely in the top 10, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, like anything else, you should just mind your surroundings. Like,
Do you know what I love is that little Tommy Brady's double back seat, and he has the microphone right there. If he wants to talk, he could. Camera can't see him, but there's Tommy sitting there.
He's just grilling Susie because she's got the food.
And Noel's just watching, waiting for a crumb to fall.
Yep.
They know that I have the meats.
She has the meats. You probably hear that a million times.
I'll show you the meat.
And you guys are probably wondering why there's an ETSU sign behind me over
Yeah,
here.
what is ETSU?
It's Susie J's Almanama. Almanama?
Oh, for a second, I was trying to say Amanamadu or something.
No,
like that.
what's that?
Alma
Alma
mater.
mater.
Alma Mater kid. And yes,
Sounds like a type of Parkinson's or something. I got an ETSU.
ETSU, they're 1-1 right now. And they're playing the Citadel? Where's Citadel? Sue, any idea?
I feel like it's one of the military schools.
They're playing the Citadel Bulldogs at ETSU, which coincidentally is in Susie J's hometown of Johnson City, where we got this sign last weekend. 2 weekends ago.
Trying to think of something I could go with that. Yeah, Ethiopian trans.
Go Bucks! Wentworth didn't have a college. We didn't have a football team in Wentworth.
We didn't have a football team when I attended there.
Well, now they do. Maybe they're making. Maybe this will be the place to go. You know.
They had one before I went, and now they have one. They're not there.
Maybe it had something to do with you.
Maybe.
You could have Ethiopian transvestite symptoms of the urethra. The ETSU.
Well, speaking of something, Adam says he's not using a condom when he's in New Orleans. So.
I never said anything of the sort.
Oh.
I never said I was even going to have sex with anybody.
I hope not.
No,
You're going to be all dudes.
I have no interest in. No.
I really like you, but I don't have sex with you.
I would.
Looks like Citadel is in South Carolina. South Carolina. And Tom Gooley, big fan of the show, says, I'd like to feel refreshed before the game. Said the metrosexual. So Tom Gooley is calling out double back. And he says, Jesus, bring Pharrell and Zima.
Zima, they even make that anymore?
They do, they're bringing it back.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah.
I once read that Zima supposedly tastes like zebra urine.
Have you had Zima?
Never.
Next week on the show,
I've never had
we're
Zima.
bringing a case of Zima in here, and we're gonna have it.
And I don't know how anybody could say it tastes like zebra urine, because I've never, I would find that out.
I heard that Zima tastes like, I thought it was more like a Smirnoff, like a twisted almost.
That's what I
kinda.
thought.
Like it's more of a wine cooler, if you will.
Is it like a limited time deal? Like to bring it back? Because
Oh!
there's a reason why they usually discontinue things.
Well, because it was, I remember being a kid in like the early 90s and seeing people drinking Zima all the time. And it kind of faded away. It's almost a malt beverage, I believe.
Yes.
It's kind of in that family.
Yeah.
Sue, you ever have a Zima?
No.
You ever have a wine cooler?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a wine cooler?
I've had one before.
I don't think, I've had one when I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, I can know what it tastes like. I've had one before.
They don't even, they barely even sell them anymore.
My mom
They
used
sell
to
them
let
like
me
4
drink
packs, I
wine
think.
coolers when I was like 14.
That's good. Live on the air. Mother furnishing alcohol to minors.
Some of those will creep up on you though. Like they have like those Budweiser margarita ones. Like they taste fruity, but they're like 8% alcohol.
But they give you the worst hangover in the world. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't drink all those things. One night I had a couple of I was like, oh, 8%, I'll have a couple of these and hang out.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning. It literally felt like I was getting tied to the train tracks. What's it say? It's clamate with carbonation. I don't know what that means. What's clamate?
I have no idea.
Tommy boy, you gotta. I don't know what clamate means. Maybe it's something sexual.
Oh, wait, look at all the celebrities out there. It's some Julia Roberts, Ray Romano. Who's this? Some chick singing.
Yeah, we're on the TV behind us. You really can't see us. We have the hand-to-hand marathon behind us. And Joey, Tom Gooley says, I'd like to feel refreshed before the game, said the metrosexual.
Who's Tom Gooley?
I was on his show. He does a podcast.
Alright. Tell him,
What's your message to Tom?
better left unsaid.
Doubleback's back, and he says, Tom, better left unsaid, whatever his reaction to that is. So you can read his reaction tomorrow when you watch the show, like you usually do. Joe likes to watch the show the next day.
Huh.
I browse through, find the funny things.
Gets his pointers in, He doesn't share it at all, though. He watches it, though. I never see a share from him. He never shares it on his page to let other people see the show. But it's all right. I understand. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Let's get to the last thing I actually did on Facebook was...
I got a question. If these telethons, do you think celebrities actually really answer the phones, or do you think there's like some like real people answer the phones, but these celebrities pose with the phones?
You think it's fake? You think it's like all
I
staged?
think it is. I'd be willing to bet they do that to get donations so people will call. But I don't think they're actually answering the phones. Like I'm not going to call and probably get I don't know. So Robert De Niro. Like Robert De Niro's not going to pick up the phone when I call.
Like Ray Romano's on there?
Yeah, like
You get the switchboard people.
yeah,
yeah, probably.
yeah. These
Because you'd be talking in a conversation all day after I'll be like, oh my god, is this Ray Romano?
like, oh my god, it's Ray Romano, dude.
Oh my god, Ray Romano,
There's
what's
no
up?
way these people really answer the phone.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone hates you.
No. I mean, maybe if you're somebody like Pauly Shore, because you got nothing else to do. I mean,
Like, who do you think they're talking? There's Oprah. There's the chick from
I'm talking to their friends.
Modern Family.
I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that they're actually answering the phones.
Maybe they're talking to each other.
Maybe. I know, right?
That's a good possibility, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? Would you ever? Now, is this board just Houston, or is this for both Houston
This
and
is
Florida?
just for Houston.
Just for Houston?
Yeah.
Why? What's the love? Well, that's the. Oh, it's
They're
handy.
going to be doing another one for Florida.
How come it says hurricane relief? That's it. It doesn't say Houston or Florida. This is Handy Hand. 2017. No,
Right.
Hand in Hand. I'm sorry.
The metrosexual is gonna get some refreshing sleep.
We survived 55 minutes of the show.
I know you.
There's like 5 minutes left in it.
Honey.
Calling it a weekend.
Weekend, Tuesday.
The next time I'll see Joey is probably
Wait, you working
Friday
tomorrow?
night.
I'll see you at the airport.
I won't be home till late tomorrow. I got a fundraiser. I'm doing a commercial for Revere TV tomorrow night.
I'll see you Friday at the airport, my friend.
See well.
With Terminal Spirit. Oh,
A.
I think it's B.
A or B? A or
I
B?
think it's B. Yeah, it's B.
Well, you have a 20% chance of getting it right.
Definitely not A. A's Delta and Southwest.
Okay, it's B. Okay.
B is in Bobby.
Well, I'm gonna try to get an apple pie onto the plane.
Why an apple pie?
I don't know, because I think it's gonna be funny if I take an apple pie out of my backpack and start eating it.
I think
Clear
you-
malt, not clear
You
meat,
should
by
make
the
it
way.
pumpkin and give me a slice.
Bring me some.
I don't like
Pumpkin pie gives me gas.
Okay,
Like, you don't want me
sweet
sitting
potato.
next to you with pumpkin pie.
I don't know.
Me either.
apple.
I like apple. Alright, can I have a
I
slice?
can't bring whipped cream.
I don't think they're allowed the apple
Can
pie
I,
on the
can, I
plane.
have a, can I have a slice?
I think I can get an apple pie.
They're going to charge you for a food fee. They charge you for everything. What doesn't Spirit charge you for?
Love.
If your bag is like a fanny pack.
I bet if Spirit, I bet
That's
if
what
you,
I'm hoping my bag is a thing.
I'm just gonna wear my cargo shorts, and I have so many pockets. Like
If you guys didn't know,
I'm wearing-
Doubleback and Adam are flying Spirit Air with
I'm wearing basketball
Powers
shorts,
and Fatty Matty,
jeans
so
over
they
the
may or may not
basketball
make it
shorts.
to New
That's
Orleans.
not a bad idea.
2 t-shirts and a sweatshirt.
That's not a bad idea.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
That's
I'm
all my
gonna
clothes.
I'm gonna
It's
sweat
gonna be
my
like
ass off.
50 degrees out when we leave.
My
If the plane crashes, do they charge you for that too?
I bought insurance, so I'm
My
sure up to
state-
$27,500 per bodily death.
Did you really? So if you die, who gets the money?
Probably my mom.
Yeah, if I die, my estate gets charged $50. My mom has to pay the fee.
Can you imagine your mom has to pay a fee because she didn't make it to New Orleans?
I bought travel insurance.
Yeah, it too. It wasn't that much. It was like 25. It was
Wow.
like 25 or
It
50
was
bucks.
14
something.
bucks each.
I thought I paid like 25.
You bought the insurance too?
Yeah, flight insurance because I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen.
Same with me. Like,
Yeah, and it was
get a
good.
big layover, then you get $100.
Do you think this is their first flight ever? Tastes like. Oh, all right. Tom Gooley says Zima tastes like Sprite, only with alcohol, kind of watered down. It burns your mouth. So I'm saying it's more of like probably like a cross from mouthwash to Sprite.
All
If
right,
that's
well,
anything refreshing to you
we're
or
gonna
not.
write this down.
So we're gonna find what's. I bet we can find some Zoomer in Zima in New Orleans.
All right, yeah, we'll find that. Find some Zima.
Nice. All right.
They must have a cult over there because even the fake. Remember that they stopped selling it at that bar. I was the only person drinking it. You know the tequila.
Yeah.
Stave beer.
We used to sell that at the bar I work
I
at.
love that stuff. It's like 8.5 and it comes in a big can, but it's got like those heads on it that you would see in New Orleans, kind of. You know,
Yeah, it's actually some really cool bottles too.
yeah,
It's like hard glass bottles. It's like,
Nice.
so you definitely have that down there.
yeah.
Sarah,
Can we see you tomorrow?
See you tomorrow.
the next time you guys will see Doubleback is when we're doing this live from Bourbon
See
Street.
you Friday, sir.
So
See ya.
we have a special edition Saturday night. We're gonna have the show going on live at a bar in Bourbon Street. I don't know how productive it's gonna be.
It's gonna be loud and no one's gonna hear anything.
We'll be mic'd, so
Oh, we will. Okay.
it'll be similar to the setup without the desk.
Okay.
I'll just have the tripod fits in my string bag.
I just picture
Couple
Powers
mics.
just jumping into it, being like completely hammered at that.
Well,
point.
depending on what time of the night it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's very
You
possibility.
guys will already be going by the time I get there.
He's going to be there at 24. He's going to be there about 12 hours before we get there.
Boy, happy trails.
He pulls in around 1 a.m. We get it there 5 p.m. the next day. So he'll be there a good 12 plus 4. He'll be there 16 hours before we're there.
I know
And you know he's drinking at the airport prior.
Oh, definitely. That's a good question.
So-
Taking other things.
So what time's your flight? 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So he's probably getting to the airport probably saying 3 o'clock.
The day before.
The day before.
Yeah.
On Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock, he's there. So, while all of us are getting ready to go home from work on a Thursday, he's already at Logan Airport heading to New Orleans. So, he's already got he's got a good day ahead start ahead of us. So.
Where is that storm, by the way? Right now? It's over Georgia. Is it just past Georgia?
Jose? Or the one that just hit.
Yeah,
Let's see. Weather.com. That was a hell of a storm. It's funny, you live in Atlanta and you're getting a tropical storm, right? Kind of crazy. Death toll, let's see, Florida city by city. Death toll rises to 8.
Irma's current location. I don't know.
Let's see. I just can't get a map anymore. Remember,
I know, they love to talk, too. It's like
there's so much garbage on weather.com. Before, back in the day, you used to be able to click on just maps. Now it's like you have to navigate through all this crap.
Nobody wants to see that. It's true. It's like in the winter when they have the snow totals, like they'll talk for like an hour. And it's like just show the graph where it says 2 to 4, 8 to 10, whatever the hell you want to show.
And they have more
I don't see the
advertisements
shit.
than you need to deal with. Like, are they really hurting for that money? Well, they got to pay that asshole Jim Cantoni so much money, I guess. Oh my god, I hate that guy. That meathead. Jim Cantoni, he's the guy that does the weather in the morning. He's the jack guy, can barely fit into his shirts, and he gets really intense with the weather. We got a storm over here.
I still think they should be Al Caprillion. Where's Al now?
I think Al died.
No, you're making that up.
No.
Pressure.
Irma's over at Memphis, Tennessee right now.
Okay.
Do you imagine that? Memphis is getting it's not technically a tropical storm anymore, but they're getting a rainstorm.
Good. All right, we're good.
So.
Is there anything else coming anytime soon?
Well, Jose, I don't know where he went though.
Where's Jose?
He was out in the water.
Where's Jose?
Jose, can't you see?
At least there's nothing left to destroy in some of those islands. It's just gonna.
Oh.
I
don't even see him. I think he disappeared.
Manatees.
Were there stranded manatees?
Yeah, some of those islands because it sucked up all the water. So there's some.
Did you see Tampa Bay? How the water got sucked out of the entire bay?
Oh, really?
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
Now, if you know Tampa Bay is this huge. This is Tampa Bay right here. Look how big that massive bay is.
It passed right over there. Yeah.
The water before it hit Tampa when it was down in Naples, it sucked all the water out of this area because it was pulling it.
Awesome.
People were able to walk on the ocean bed.
Tommy.
Huh.
It was like ridiculous.
Again, but
Yeah, it was a hell of a storm. I gotta say though, I think the Weather Channel are a bunch of asses. You made it seem like a lot worse than it was. Now don't get me wrong, there was strong winds, but they made it seem like the storm surge was going to flood everyone. Now, I'm not a meteorologist. All I know is that the tides happen every 12 hours. So if you're saying the storm is coming in at hour A, and you know it's low tide, why are you scaring everyone saying there's going to be a 12-foot storm surge?
That's true.
Like, that's what happened. It was perfect because the storm hit at low tide. So there was no storm surge. And they knew that because the tides don't change.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah.
People like Jim Cantoni of the Weather Channel, you're on my watch list. I'm not a fan of you.
I'm just gonna.
How do you fit in your shirts? He puts his shirts on. He's like, whoa.
Fat guy, a little.
There's that other girl, Stephanie Abrams too. Like, it's not necessary.
Right, you just know all the meteorologists. I don't know. I need to speak. I know that the Cantoni.
Because my wife to be likes to go to bed watching the Weather Channel sometimes, and wakes up in the morning watching the Weather Channel.
when there's a hurricane or major weather,
She literally has been watching the Weather Channel for a week straight.
It's pretty fun.
And I have to see Meathead Cantoni getting all excited about thunderstorms.
Oh, Yellowstone got taken out thanks to me. So
all I'm gonna say is, it's not necessary for the weather guy to be standing in the middle of the storm because A, you can't hear him. B, all he's doing is this.
Did you see that guy get hit? They were playing the audio clip on Touch Streamer. He was out in the storm and like you hear the debris hit him. He goes He got
Oh,
whacked.
don't you remember I went off
Like-
on Jim Cantoni months ago?
That's where I probably know the name.
We were doing a show and I lost my mind. We were at WEMF. Tom Gooley remembers because he commented on him saying Jim Cantoni.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, that's a funny one. All right, Tom Gooley says Trump's building a wall to keep Jose out.
Dude,
It depends on what Jose we're talking about at this point. It's interesting. And he goes, yes, mouthwash and Sprite, nails it. So, and we lost Alex Wallace because I couldn't remember I went to school with him.
See, now he thinks he's like.
As soon as you missed it, we invited Alex Wallace over to the apartment.
I know you invited him last week too.
And
Where
Susie
is
was
he?
like.
I don't know. Apparently, he graduated a year after me. And there's a picture of him on Facebook that looks very much like Maddie. So, I'm thinking that Alex Wallace may be Maddie. Conspiracy,
No,
huh?
They didn't look that much alike.
You don't think so?
And he always hashtags Fatty Matty.
True.
In my peripheral,
He's very, very excited about Maddie.
It kind of looked like him, but not. If I look at him directly, no, it does not. Look
Well, we'll be seeing Alex Wallace in New Orleans next week.
What?
Imagine if him and Maddie just switched.
Oh God.
Who knows?
Who knows?
All right.
Ooh, I think you might be onto something.
Should we imagine?
No, that'd be weird. I'm
Anyone-
going to fly with them.
Anyone out there who's going to New Orleans too, 'cause I'm sure some of you assholes are coming down too, let us know. Hit us up on Facebook
Yes, please
or
do.
Twitter or the Instagram.
Yes.
And let us know if you're coming down to New Orleans so we can really, really rage a force against Susie J, who will be wearing a Saints t-shirt probably for the first quarter, and then switching into her Patriots attire close to the third quarter.
Nope, I'm not even bringing any Patriots attire.
That's what she says now.
She will.
She will.
Unless I bring my whole closet.
Don't forget my stuff in that bag right there.
That's yours going?
Yeah, I wrote my name on it.
Yeah, we are violating TSA rules. We are taking luggage that's not ours on the airplane. And Powers will
That
be,
only matters if you're at the airport.
and Powers will be dropping his off tomorrow. And Fatty, Matty, and Joey will be giving their market basket bag of clothes because Spirit Air charges you $100 to bring a bag on.
I think it's like 30 to 50.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah, it is. Unless you're like a fanny pack or a small laptop bag.
Fake.
That's awesome.
It is.
Well, I hope you survive the flight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
If you don't see the mallet on our special edition Saturday, that means his plane never made it down there. It either got canceled, it crashed.
We're in Florida somewhere stuck.
Yeah.
You know?
They got delayed somewhere. Well, look at the bright side. If you get delayed in Fort Lauderdale, it's like 11 o'clock on a Friday night in Fort Lauderdale. There's still plenty to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So-
that part's okay, right? That
Oh, it's
part-
plenty to do in Fort Lauderdale.
No, that part's from it gets scathed. It's not to get scathed from the hurricane, right? That part's
Yeah,
fine.
it'll hit it
Yeah.
pretty much hit the west coast. So
Yeah.
you will have a time of your life. You might be able to find Mrs. Mellon. No,
No, not in Florida.
No?
no, never. I don't think that's ever possible.
well, I'm sure she's like an Alabama girl or something like that.
Nah,
Yeah.
probably not. I don't like the southern accents.
Wow, there you go. That's the girls cooking you supper.
No supper for you, buddy.
I'm not dating her.
I'm glad you're not. That would be a little bit of an issue. Yeah.
That'll be a little odd.
You're naked cooking for a new meaning. All right, well, we'll leave it at that this episode. We're going to wrap up episode 28 of the ID84 show and episode 51 of the Daily Quickie. So I hope you guys enjoyed this double whammy.
So wait, are we doing the show next Tuesday too? After we come back to recap, are we doing that?
Probably.
God, it's
Ooh,
gonna be.
yeah, we're gonna have a very special guest on the show.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Who's guest?
My future mother-in-law will be on the show.
Oh!
She's coming up for
I am
for
looking
two.
forward to this. This is gonna be awesome.
She can't wait for the show.
Yeah, she's actually been talking about the show. Like, she can't wait to be able to.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so
I'm excited actually.
Miss Brenda will be hanging out on the ID84 show a week from today.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's something to
I'm gonna be exhausted.
keep in mind.
It's gonna be an exhaust. I'm gonna be so.
It'll be a hungover episode. You're not drinking today. See, what you saving yourself to?
Yep. I'm on a nice little detox till New Orleans.
No, so usually by this time you've cleaned out my beer.
I know. I
fridge,
usually
so
have. Hey, if I'm gonna come all the way here, you should at least give me some beers because you're not going anywhere.
come over here. It's 15 minutes down the road.
I know, but
He talks like he's coming from another time zone.
well, it's like work, so I'm like close to half hour away, 40 minutes.
Joe, you're coming from the ceiling, right? Or somewhere
Close
in
enough.
there.
Yeah, look at Beverly.
Yeah, Cape Ann, if you will. All right, we'll call it what it is. Everyone have a good week. We'll see you Saturday live streaming on Bourbon Street. ID84 show live. We have the Mallet, Susie J, Fatty Matty, and Doubleback, and the Power Hour if they make it.
Yes.
At least be me and Susie J. I can guarantee that.
And Powers, if he's not passed out.
Powers may not even make it. His plane might get canceled the night before too.
That's true.
So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.